Okay, I'm back. I have caffeine. In fact, I actually have coffee in honor of this game. Black coffee, no less. Just a touch of sugar, so should be okay.
No, you don't.
Take a sip while we're talking to this vagrant.
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink?
That is yucky. Yeah. Okay. Let's put that down over there and never drink that again.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee fast one time.
You see, black tea is drinkable.
You know
With or without
Morgan?
additions, but
Sure.
no, it's not a fan of black coffee, I don't think.
He's a loner in the back.
See, I like cappuccino, actually, surprisingly enough. I suppose that's quite sweet with the frothed milk and all that, I suppose.
Frank Morgan? Cole Phelps, LAPD.
Which celebrity are you then, sir?
Adrian Black. Yeah, I know him. Are you aware that he's missing?
I think I should know you, and yet I don't.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
You sound very sincere. Why do people do... Oh, well, actually, I know why people do that in films. It's to make it obvious to the audience they're lying, but...
Abandoned in a freight depot. Covered
No one sounds sarcastic in a situation like that, but they're genuinely questioned. Not that they don't want to have their head slammed into a table, Batman style.
That. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
I don't need to jump in there, buddy. I already know he's lying.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there. And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Well, you know, I just so happen to have a receipt. Assuming it's been catalogued. Yes, it has. Excellent. Excellent.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name.
A tub of axle grease. What on earth did you want to do with a greasy pig and your boss? In fact, you know what? Don't answer that question.
That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Wow. Why did I just drink that again?
Where exactly is Black holed up? No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
I kind of think you're lying, but all I found is a train ticket to Seattle. Yeah, train ticket to Seattle.
How was he getting there?
Oh, apparently that was wrong.
I don't know. Maybe a Greyhound? You guys ought to go try the terminal on Sunset.
Well, screw you two, game. You're giving me that blank stare people normally do in this game when they're, you know, telling the
Adrian
truth.
isn't hurt. What's with all the blood?
How was I supposed to know it was a doubt? I found a ticket
I don't know.
going to... Oh,
It was
whatever.
dark. He must have caught a nick on something. Yeah.
Fuck it, doubt.
We have you for aiding
I was right.
and abetting a criminal conspiracy. Do you want me to come up with some other charges, Morgan? We bought a small hog and put it in the trunk. We got to the rail yard. I cut the pig's throat and drained the blood into a bucket. Splashed the blood all around the car. Adrian hit the pig a couple of times with the pipe to make the pipe look convincing.
You couldn't have just poured some blood on it?
Doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
Damn.
You want my opinion? You tell Morgan.
In my defense, there really was nothing in the evidence that I should have doubted his statement about the train. So we're supposed to be inferring the guy's hiding out in town rather than doing whatever. So, is he to be stupid enough to run straight to a phone box and call his buddy? No, just straight into a car. That's drink driving added to the list, son. Although how much of a crime is that at this time period? I don't know what the traffic laws really were during the early days of driving.
Drink in a hurry.
I'm reasonably certain that, at least in the early days, so long as you weren't absolutely, you know, blind, shit-faced drunk, there wasn't really too much to do with
Bet
it.
he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Doo-doo-doo. That camera just reminds me of the lock-on battle view from FF12. I don't know if I mentioned, I bought that at the same time I got this. Got for 70 pence. It's amazing. So I'm determined to find at least one of the post-FF9 games I actually enjoy. I mean, 10 was a massive disappointment. Just really couldn't get over that. It's a shame, because you know, I do like the story from 10, I just can't stand the gameplay. Don't know why, I just can't. FF12, I quite like. I was mucking around on it the other night. I basically blew 2 hours of my life without realising. I haven't done that since the heyday of Final Fantasy, so I'm going to assume that's a good thing and keep playing. Speaking of playing, I should probably pay more attention to where this asshole's going, shouldn't I? He just turned the corner, didn't he? Nice and stealthy, nice and sneaky. Don't oversteer, don't understeer. I think there's a benefit from having an actual steering wheel to play. Do you mind? Steering wheel to play with. Like the game's deliberately trying to get people to crash into me to lower my score. That's just not beep to you as well. Officer of the law, don't you know? Excuse me. Oddly enough, he didn't beep me, I basically just cut him off. Wonder what the cues are for the other cars to do that. Sorry, I'm sinking into the gameplay mechanics while I'm tailing this guy, because this isn't exactly eventful, is it? Let's face it. Should we be a bit more we should be doing this in like the dead of the night. All atmospheric, only a few cars on the road, having to hang back to avoid being obvious. Perhaps turn off the lights, so he doesn't notice we're there. I mean, I know why we're following the guy in broad daylight. It's to make it a bit easier on the player. But still, it does come off as kind of unnecessarily easy. Then again, you know, tutorials and all that.
Easy call.
I know. Saved by the cutscene, son. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I've played the video games before. Dabrowski or Lebowski or Lebowski or something to do with bowling, maybe. I don't know.
Come on.
That was I pushed the button to get out the car.
Day one of the big time. And
You taught me that in detective school.
Home from the bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour working traffic, didn't I?
Oh yeah, this is... I'm basically a rock star at this point.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teachers
But,
pet stuff for Leary. Won't work on me.
Ooh, Geiger's rare books. Probably lots of things with penises on the cover. Ooh, my hands are trembling. That's not a good sign. Every suspect always lives in apartment number 2. If you need to track down a bum, What the Cole, you forgot to engage forward motion.
Pay our friend a visit.
Go, Cole. Forward. Forward. See, things like that, they're going to give you away, Cole. People are going to notice you're a robot if you do that kind of shit.
Who the hell is that? Will you relax?
Sweater
This is
police.
Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. I'll get it. Ah, shit.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black, LAPD, give yourself up now.
Seriously, how is running going to help you in the slightest, son? I mean, really now. Let's get your ass back here. There is no escape. What the? Unless he's a ninja. I think he might actually be the world's fattest ninja. Jesus Christ, where did he go? There's no way down from this building. Is there? Ah, he must jump down here. That's a big drop for a big guy. Where the hell did you go next?
Black, get
This way?
back here right now.
Yeah, why is everything gone quiet? Nope, ladder, Cole, the ladder. Or the pipe, you know what I mean. Where the hell's he gone?
It's
Ah,
over, Adrian.
good work, Dabrowski.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama? I thought it would be easier. No, it just got a whole
That
lot
sweater, though.
harder.
Well,
Adrian
cardigan.
Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house.
Yeah, probably should have just divorced her. Would have been simpler than slaughtering a pig and faking your own death.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Nice. Though the odds for us continually getting murder investigations on traffic should surely be low. I mean, as soon as foul play is uncovered, sure, that should automatically mean it goes over to homicide, but whatever. Yeah, I know, game. He would have he would have rolled over with tougher questioning. In my defense, there was absolutely no cue that I should have done that. So I got what? I missed clues. When did I miss clues? How did I miss clues? I covered all the crime scenes, didn't I? At least I thought I had. Unless those clues were related to what he would have said.
You have any plans
Yeah, that's
for
probably
weekend
it.
Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final
Yeah,
inspection before Liberty.
you don't do that. Never hit on a bro's family. Just not the done thing, you know? Nothing splits up a friendship faster.
Good job, Kelso.
Thank you, sir, I guess. That's why it's weird, the almost school-like mentality of this army training business.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you
Oh, how do you speak like that? Does the sergeant have a glass stomach?
No,
I mean, 'cause
Sergeant.
your head being so far up his arse and all
Paul's
that.
right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
And there'll be blackjack and hookers. In fact, you know what? Forget the rifle company. What? I think my way's much more interesting. Less likely to end up in you dead. Well, unless the hookers have got some particularly nasty STDs, but it's your own fault, really. Always vet your prostitutes, kids. I'd give that about 10 points. Impressive distance, good airtime. Oh, and he bails on the exit, though. Dear, dear, dear.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles.
That was quick.
Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Ah, casual violence against vagrants. Officer of the law, don't you know? Officer of the law. I feel like the game's patronised me, saying, you know, the previous case where you missed some clues, you don't replay it, you know? You don't have to be a screw-up on record. You don't have to be. Fuck you, game. Lebowski? There you are. What exit did you come from? Did you go all the way around the back for a smoke or something before joining me? Oh, never mind.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
What are we talking about? I feel like I've just walked in the middle of a conversation here. Who the hell is Rodriguez? Why is she in trouble and why do we care? Oh, whatever. Ah, that seems like a crime scene to me. Just pull in real careful. On the opposite side of the road from where I just was. Opposite approach as well, I think, actually. Oh, whatever. Yeah, that's definitely a body. Speaking of, hello. Let's hold the ugliest mustache. He's clearly the killer.
Over here.
Only the murderer would have such a
Oh,
mustache.
Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar, named Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24
Why
years
would
old,
I think it
left
was?
Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later.
Jesus Christ, down, boy. You dare go showing her your munchkin. Easy there, Tin Man. Okay, that's definitely a hat. We confirmed that he wore hats. He was the kind of man who would wear a hat.
Landed on his face and ended up here.
Time to interfere with evidence again?
From behind.
Yep. Yep, there's one ear. And two! Yeah, 2 ears, eh? Let's see. Kind of person that would have 2 ears. Nope, Cole, leave the man's face alone. Investigate the hands. One day looking at hands is going to be worth something. Not today, apparently, though. Those are just pretty bruised and cut up. What about the other hand? Ah! No, that's there as well. Okay. Not overly helpful. Just root through his pockets, see what he's got. What has he got in its pockets, eh? It has life insurance.
Patterson has life insurance.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Increased his life insurance so the beneficiary gets 16 grand. Apparently he wasn't happy. Why would you not be happy with that? Unless you didn't approve it. Okay. No, that's his hand, Cole. We'll leave it alone. What we got here then? Ah, wallet. He's got cash, so he wasn't robbed. Okay. Not much cash. I mean, I don't know. How much would, like, what is that, like, $2? How much would that be in, like, today's money?
Notify next of kin.
Something like 10, 15 bucks, maybe? Okay.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
You know, I've actually heard that before. That's why I think they're actually banned, aren't they? Or you can't put them on modern cars, at least.
I don't come down to the station house.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Yeah, it hit with some force. It's impressive. So unless we're giving out points, I don't see how it's particularly relevant, Cole.
I'll have some prints ready for your report if you let me get on with
Bing,
this.
bing. Bing, bing.
This blood is a long way from the body.
Yeah, everyone...
It's been going like a bat out of hell.
Wait. He was bleeding before he was hit? Why on earth would he be bleeding before he was hit? Again, the fact the guy tried to stop doesn't really mean much. He still killed the guy.
It's all yours, Detective.
Well, it might sort of imply that it wasn't intentional, at least. It wasn't deliberately run down.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Okay. Tell me about the vehicle.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Yeah, butter my briskets. I don't even know what that means.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first
I'm just
three
imitating
letters,
accents
I'm
here. It's what I do.
3C8.
Better than nothing. Red Lincoln 3C8. Probably won't have to remember that, but...
What happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Okay.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
It's like a game of Flappy
Tell me
Birds.
more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman. That's all.
Self-touching lies.
Why are you holding
Not in
on,
reality,
Mr.
but...
Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
I'm sure there's all sorts of films out there you can get into, darling.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Ouch.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your
What
information.
a horrible night he had.
You can go now.
I see he was bleeding from all those sick burns.
I hope you find that driver and put him away.
Outfits can be accessed via the pause
You
menu.
got away with the dames, Phelps.
So you say, but I looked earlier and they can't.
Arrest Bukowski. Let's see what the patrons have to say.
Yes, I'm being completely blind, that is, anyway.
You work the rest of the room.
Aha. More background story. All this stuff seems to be focusing on the war years. Also the fallout thereof.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
You wearing a turtleneck?
How are you finding working at the...
That's an iPad in your hand.
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping
That turtleneck doesn't suit you.
beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many
That is actually true.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the
There are many treatments that go lifelong.
condemned to sanatoriums.
Management rather than cure and all that.
We can reveal the root of the problem. Then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
Better than the alternative.
More, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
The problem is, as obviously dodgy as this guy is, he's not entirely wrong. There's no such thing as a, here's a pill, swallow, now you're cured.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Oh, don't you start that. Enough of that weird shit with one of our mentors over at university arguing about the legalization of drugs.
I'm Detective
You didn't
Phelps with the
convince any of us then, and you're not going to convince me now, video game man.
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
Did you rent that mustache?
She stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Uh-huh. Are familiar with this woman, aren't you,
Can you
sir?
tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Lies. You lie. Of course, I can't have any evidence,
What
so...
was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Esther and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Apparently involved details about his penis, so yes.
Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Okay.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Okay.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
You smug son of a bitch. I'm gonna smack that mustache right off your lip. Out! Out him hard,
Was Lorna
Cole.
Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and
Yeah, I bet he
Leroy are
did.
close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Punch him hard,
Hear all
Cole.
sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
I think I see where this is going.
Thanks for your help, Lynch.
Hubby Dearest had a sudden increase in the premiums of his life insurance,
No problem.
necessitating a large payout. His missus suddenly starts propositioning business deals
They liked watching
to a local
Lester
businessman.
and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
And of course he was an abusive drunk that she probably would have wanted dead in the best of circumstances. Yeah, I think I see where this is going. Pretty clear she had him murdered for the cash that she was going to use to invest and open a business. He would keep her in the manner to which she'd become accustomed. Or better.
How could I help, Detective?
Classic femme fatale.
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective.
Because I know we got to track down the car, but I think it's pretty clear that the car is completely incidental.
Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thank you. Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Yeah. Okay, that's the back. Where's the gambling room they were mentioning? Ah!
So this is
Poker.
what everybody comes to raise.
Well, those little counting machines. Never actually had a chance to use one. Notice what it looked fancy. Didn't realise they were that old. Okay, let's go investigate out back. There's got to be some sort of shenanigans going on out here. I'd stake my life on it. See, they're arguing out back. She takes him outside, smashes him with a pipe, maybe? No. Ooh, bing bing. Chokes him with a pipe. Jesus, okay. Nope, she stabs him with a knife. That's definitely... Cole, please. Just look at the knife.
A knife covered in blood. Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
Well, it just happens to be covered in recently dried blood.
Before they bagged the knife.
Yeah, fine. We'll report it to the tech guys at the very least then. But I'll be a monkey's uncle if that doesn't turn out to be the case, that she stabbed his ass out here. Shoved him into traffic. Okay. It's made that noise that means supposedly all the clues have been acquired. So, if I can find my car... Ah, there it is. Trample through the evidence on my way out. As if we're going to get DNA or anything, right?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Now, should we go...
know where we're going?
confront little Miss Madam? Or should we go investigate the hit-and-run driver? In case he saw her push him, maybe. Now, we'll start off with her. I'll say, I could be totally off base, but I think it's pretty clear what's happened here. As far as... That was a lovely shot on the moon in the background there, actually. Very nice, in fact. The kind of thing I'd like as the wallpaper, ideally. Wow, middle of the night. The law knows no boundaries, don't you know? Just gonna barge in and investigate just because we can. I didn't investigate the building, did I? Ah, bugger it. I already know how this is gonna end.
Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Should be
It's
fine.
about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Love to. Basically, you did it. Admit it. Admit it, you murdering bitch. You shanked him like a Mexican. You know you did.
What's to tell? He got hit by
Just getting
a
into
car and
character.
now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I
and
beg your pardon?
You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
Good job looking guilty there.
I'm Leroy Sabo.
Of course you are.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't
Bullshit. Bitch stabbed him and pushed him. Or you stabbed him and pushed him.
We're friends.
Point is, there was some shanking going on.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Question time.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Lies. Lies. I doubt you.
You expect me to believe that,
Since no one actually saw.
Very convenient.
Perhaps I got and talked to the driver first, I could confirm. Whatever.
He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Yeah, you sound very broken up about it.
Arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Yeah, but this time you shanked him, so I'm gonna doubt that. Even if you weren't glazing around the place.
You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
Yeah, that as well.
Right?
I totally remembered
Lester
that.
was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was
Jesus
the proposition
Christ.
he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Assuming that's true, yeah, I can see why you wanted to divorce the guy, but stabbing him for cash,
Get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
That's a lie. A damn dirty lie.
Being economical.
Life insurance, baby.
You want to back that up, little man?
You know, funnily enough, I just happen to have this insurance letter right here. Ta-da!
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea.
16,000
Lester
now.
lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
You know, as soon as I get the statement from the driver that confirms one of you two shoved him into the middle of the road, I'm going to enjoy coming here and pistol whipping the pair of you to the ground. In fact, why has it got the... I don't need to use the phone, do I? Why is the phone icon coming up? There's nothing I need to report. No, pretty certain there isn't. Well, whatever. I'll figure that out later, maybe.
You know the way. You can drive. Where are we going?
Check out the hidden run driver, obviously.
It's a lucky break getting the partial ID.
Whoa.
These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
God, you're a crap driver.
Stop? You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
They'll go psycho and murder you.
On the hit and run, the purpose of...
The hell was that? You try and drive through solid objects there. God damn it, Babowski. How did you... Even they're confused. It's like, how did we swap places here? So we sat out here all night waiting to see if he came out? I suppose that's an option. Not a good option, but definitely an option. Ah! Hope we at least investigated the car first.
William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton.
You packing your bags and making a run for it?
Nice bow tie.
You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Sheldon.
Son of a bitch. That's like GSH. Reaver's suitcase assault.
That coward thinks he can run
Or harm. You know what I meant. Point is, the bitch just tried to hit me with luggage. Oh, fuck. Nope, nope, nope. Try and conduct this chase in an organized manner. I can do this. I got this. I got this, you guys.
Enough
Yeah.
games, Phelps. Take this guy.
Pull over, officer of the law. Jesus Christ, if they don't make them like you. Sorry, I can pay for that. Yeah, your bonnet was faulty. Or something.
Wonder he killed someone.
Should be thanking me, really. Goddamn. I don't know if I can get away with that being in traffic. It wasn't. Gotcha! Or not. Sure, like, why did that not damage you? Oh, whatever. I got you this son of a bitch. He faked me out. And I got him this time. I'm slightly faster than he is. Apparently, so aha! No, sorry! Sorry! Sorry, never mind, I can pay for that. Possibly, maybe. I'm not driving through the park. This is not how you park. Sorry! Sorry. You all saw it, he ran right in front of me. Quite literally with that. Also was suicidal.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Sheldon?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here.
You just hear the audio becoming desynced.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they
knew
could
it.
get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Sheldon.
You can't be serious.
William Sheldon, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Yeah, but we all know it's not the case.
You think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps.
He was basically dead long before the bloody car hit him.
Facts.
It's him. How from the newspaper?
Yeah, the autopsy guy can prove it. At least I hope he can match the knife to the wound on his chest.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately.
Bingo!
The Patterson autopsy.
Thanks.
And basically, I win again. Master Detective. Yeah, actually, I'm kind of disappointed, come to think that this game features you as a cop rather than a PI. You know, I think a noir game should involve backward driving. No, you being a private detective. I wonder if the original version of the script was just that. You know, returning from the war, putting your skills to use. Cole Phelps, private eye. And that's ring to it, you gotta admit. Perhaps I'll get to play a PI later in this. I can hope. Perhaps that's, you know, DLC or some such.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Knew it.
By me again? The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed.
I just don't have the right timing.
Knife, length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Basically, I win.
That's the guy from the papers.
Solve that big case.
I think you'll find. Okay. Okay. Take me off to the Patterson house so I can arrest me a skank. I've got proof she went stabbity stab. Murdered her deadbeat husband's ass. Basically, I win, kiddies. Basically, I win. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this.
You've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man.
Go to the gas chamber, you're not frying.
Shoot him, for God's sake!
Oh, oh dear. Down one skank. What a shame. Leroy! Get back here, you fuck. Then I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you, stupid ass. Damn it all. Get to run to the side. He's evolving. Clever scum. Okay. But I got you this time, motherfucker. No, 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 no. Yes!
Stop or I will shoot!
Gotcha. May not be able to charge the broad, but we still got you. And plus, you know, her death is totally on you. That's just one more crime to charge you for.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective.
I just watched a lot of noir films as a kid. I know the femme fatale thing when I see it. Yeah, now? Yeah, now. Yes, max everything. I may have killed a few citizens, but I still got valorous. Nice. Another visit to Ray's, and you would have seen what Leroy was prepared to do to avoid... Oh, you're shitting me. If I just randomly decided to go back to the bar for no reason, are you implying that I would have been able to prevent her from getting killed as well? No, screw you, game. I had no reason to go back to the bar. Literally no reason. In fact, it was crossed out on my options list as well. As if the game itself was telling me this is no longer needed. That's just bullshit right there. What time is it? Okay, we'll watch the little flashback and then we'll call it a day.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years.
You realize your family's business is screwed due to
This
the
is the
war, yeah?
American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive.
Ah, you funny Americans.
These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Help in a few battles
Golden
towards the
Gate
end of the war and you thought
48.
you won it.
That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Oh well. See you next time, folks.